Have you been paying attention to the news lately? Well, if you've seen the headlines about the immigration protests and riots, you know things have gotten intense. So let's unpack what's happening and why it matters. Everything kicked off after a series of high-profile immigration raids by federal agents. These weren't just anywhere. They hit places like Home Depots, restaurants, even public spaces. Naturally, that created a wave of fear in LA's huge immigrant communities. The flashpoint? The arrest of David Huerta, president of SEIU California, during a protest. He was charged with conspiracy to impede an officer and now faces up to 6 years in prison. That arrest sent shockwaves, not just through LA, but nationwide. In response to the growing unrest, President Trump sent in the National Guard. First 300 troops, then ramping up to a staggering 4,000, plus 700 active duty Marines. Let that sink in. Marines on LA streets. All this, even though California officials, Governor Gavin Newsom, Mayor Karen Bass, were flat out against it. They called it unconstitutional and a manufactured crisis, and even hit back with a federal lawsuit to block the deployment. Meanwhile, LA's own police force, along with more than 800 extra state and local officers, were trying to keep order. But with multiple agencies on the ground and a flood of protesters, things got messy fast. Downtown LA became the epicenter. Thousands gathered near the federal building and City Hall. Most were peaceful, but some clashes spun out of control. Flashbangs, rubber bullets, tear gas. Protesters shut down the 101 freeway, set cars on fire, and news vans got torched. Arrests piled up, at least 150 in LA alone. Meanwhile, immigration authorities detained dozens more, and some have already been deported. The tension spread far beyond LA too. Protests popped up in over 20 cities, from San Francisco to New York and Dallas, with hundreds more arrested nationwide. Now the legal fight is heating up. California's challenging the feds in court, arguing it's unconstitutional to send the military without state consent. There's also controversy about using active duty Marines for law enforcement, something that's usually illegal unless the Insurrection Act is invoked. Bottom line, LA's protests aren't just about immigration, they're about who has power, who gets protected, and how far the government can go. However this unfolds, it's about more than just one city. It's about the future of protests and the balance of power in America. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below and don't forget to follow for more.